Hi Capricorn, I hope you guys are doing great. So I already loaded the video for the astrology, and I also broke it out into signs to talk about which house Saturn and the Jupiter retrogrades are going to be hitting you guys in and all of that. I'm going to link that video. So let's just see what's happening energetically for you guys for the second week of May 2020. Capricorn friends, let's see. Let's get a protection message from the Wisdom of the Oracle. Yin, nice. Okay. Interesting energy for Capricorn to get, right? You guys are so capable, and this is like, do you have trouble receiving? You know, you stop the flow of abundance when you, or if you insist upon being the giver all the time. You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student sometimes, the open vessel, and the one who receives the gifts or the gesture or offer in equal measure. So open up, let love in, life, abundance, really let spirit fill you without demand or expectation, and just receive the bounty that's yours here, Really allow it in. So, you don't need to try to really control a situation or anything like that. I know a lot of us are in that space now where we just feel like we need to control things because so many things are sort of unknown, right now. To understand that. And you guys do have Saturn. It's going to be retrograde in your second house, right? Of money. So it's going to be a little bit of an interesting go for you guys in that way. Okay, so remember, there's always a big gift on the other side of Saturn. Don't be focused on, oh no, kind of thing, right? So we say. Okay. Knight of Coins in the past. Okay. So you're dealing with another energy that's being very difficult. All right. So Knight of Coins, this is in your past. Knight of Coins, this is like, just being on point with your money, right? Leo and Virgo, it's about just feeling like, not only did you have money, this indicates strong communication, having what you need mentally, emotionally, physically, just being on point, feeling really good. Now, for some of you, this could have been you being in this space in career. This could be, if this is a person, this could be an individual who you were dealing with, but it could have been a job or a person that you were dealing with. But regardless, in the past, there was this very strong connection, and there was this feeling like, I'm moving forward, this is good, and having passion for it, right, too, because Leo is a fire energy, right? And again, the Pentacle energy is about that mental, physical, and emotional connection, so feeling like things were good. Right now, the current situation is there's not going to be a new beginning in this area, okay, because there's been an end of a cycle. Now, this was in the reverse, which indicates to me that the cycle has ended already. Okay, so when we have the Ten of Wands or the Ten of Swords in reverse, it indicates that it's happened already, right, before this week. So this could have been right like now, okay? But this is one sword at a time over time, It really is, but this is the thing, because it's a Mercury and Virgo energy. Mercury is that, from an alchemical perspective, it's about transitioning into a new space. It's about moving forward in this transitioning. And again, Virgo is ruled by Mercury, but Virgo is also about being able to think about things very critically and very pragmatically and making things happen, right? In an attempt to move something forward. I'm not getting that that's going to happen, right? Because of this, you're all about leaving something that happened already and starting something different, getting into a different area, but not in what you've been doing now. Okay, so definitely that relationship ending, but you not getting into a new relationship just yet. That the way you were working ending, but you not continuing on your path in the same way that you had done your job before. You follow? Because we're all entering this new cycle now, and you're not going to be entering. We're all markedly different now ever since COVID situation. That goes without saying. But very specifically to this, it's like, if you're resonating with this, you're deciding to not continue your career in the way that you've been. You're just not going to be doing that. That cycle is over, okay? Now, this is not without some discomfort, because we have the Three of Swords, crowning energies, the card of pain. This can mean a third-party situation if you're here with career or with a relationship on your heart. This could be feeling very deceived, very betrayed by a business partner, very betrayed by a family member, very betrayed by anyone, right? But there's this rightfully so, feeling super bitter about something, right? Something was just handled in a very uncool way. Now, this is Saturn in Libra. Saturn, again, is that great taskmaster. It's where there's delay. It's where there's struggle, right? And Libra, though, the glyph of Libra is the scales. It's about fairness. It was about something happening that was very unfair. Libra's ruled by Venus, so it could be something really unfair having to do with relationships, because Libra also rules the 7th house relationships. But Venus also is one of the money planets, and it's where our self-esteem hangs out. So this could be somebody just doing something that just made you feel really lousy about being with them, about yourself, and you dealing with this. Something painful happened. Something painful happened. There was an ending. There's not going to be a continuation with this person, with this job, whatever it is. Because there's a lot of pain. And then we have the Eight of Swords energy here, Jupiter and Gemini. You're really very entrapped in your own mind, trying to figure out, how am I going to move forward? Like in a real way. In a truthful way, a way that's like truthful for me, where I'm going to be able to experience luck and expansion, where I'm going to be able to be in a space that I really want to be in. And you really trying to really extricate yourself from an energy that you know you're not supposed to be involved in, whether it's that job, whether it's that person, you know, pulling yourself away from that Saturn energy. Now, you right now, you're the 10 of coins. I love this, right? Because you're like in yourself, you're Mercury and Virgo. So Capricorn, I have to say, like, the issue at hand, I'm not getting. I'm going to read this from your perspective. You're in a space of understanding that whatever has happened, it's not your fault. Whether it's the career, whether it's the relationship, you like sitting down and being super honest with yourself. You're like, no. You're being really honest with yourself in this energy. Look at this box. It's like a treasure box, right? And then you see this picture. It's like an old family picture, like there's a lot of nostalgia, right? So there's a lot of like history here, right? And this is the inside of you in that box. And this is you opening up that box and getting really honest with yourself. And there's such a benefic element to this for you, because it's through doing that and through really looking at your stuff, you're going to end up bringing yourself forward in a very, very pragmatic way. It's going to be very beneficial for you financially, and it's going to be very beneficial for you as far as feeling connected in a relationship or in a situation. Because the reality is, we have the world is reverse as the external energy, and that's a little poetic if we have to say. Like, the world is reverse right now, is it not? The world is upside down. That right there is the external energy that's impacting you, Capricorn. That's the whole problem right there. No. But that's what this is. You know, the world energy is about delay because there's something that needs contending. You need to contend with something. Now, this is normally not something that, it's like something external to you. So somebody could be somebody close to you is getting in your way for moving forward. But I'm going to look at this as a very practical, just the obvious sense is literally because we're in quarantine, and even if you're in a state that's opening up again, first of all, lucky you, but let's be real. People aren't going to be really re-engaging straight away. Do you know what I mean? They're just not. They're not going to be re-engaging straight away, right? Because we just don't have enough answers, and we're waiting for them to figure out the medications and all of that, right? We're not going to get into that, but the energy is reversed. So there is this delay, and you're dealing with this delay, right? This is external to you, so it's not your fault. Your fear here is the Two of Swords. So you're trying to figure out two truths, right? Two things are true at one time here, and you're at cross purposes with yourself. You know, not the easiest energy in that it's not a bad energy. It's a moon in Libra. But it's you feeling, because always the moon is I feel, and Libra, you're going to be in the space of feeling like, okay, because Libra's ruled by Venus. What am I going to do that's going to bring me the money that I really want? What am I going to do that's going to bring me to that relationship that I really want? What do I need to do, you know, to feel really good about myself now, you know? And really being at cross purposes with yourself. And you're afraid to make this decision. I feel like you may be dealing with a bit of analysis paralysis at this point, which is uncomfortable for you because you guys are very decisive. You're a very decisive energy normally. But then we have the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this could be some sort of truth coming to light. You dealing with a very challenging personality. You might be dealing with a very difficult woman in your life. Somebody who's very manipulative, talks out of both sides of their mouth. There could be some, you know, gaslighting and deflection going on here. It doesn't have to be a female, but this typically does show up if it's a person. If it's not a person and if it's an influence, it means you're going through a period right now where you don't know all the truth. You don't know the full truth of a situation. This is a Pisces and Aries energy, okay? So Pisces is ruled by Neptune. Neptune is all about what's illusory, not feeling firmly footed. I always say Neptune energy is like trying to look at reality through a really dirty window or through a very heavy fog. And it's in there with Aries, which is all about a fresh perspective and initiative being like pulled in your belly that you want to push forward, but you just can't see your way forward right now. And that's just the way it's going to be right now for a minute. Especially because you guys have Saturn retrograde in your second house. You know? So there are going to be some situations if it has to do with career. I mean, I don't want to redo like everything that I said in the other video, but this is just something that you want to be mindful of. Now, if this has to do with a relationship, you're going to be very unclear about a relationship, very unclear. You're going to know you want to move forward. See, I'm getting this for a number of, well, not a number, maybe you like the third one, where it's like two things are true at once. You know something's over. You know somebody is not good for you. You know you can't be with somebody. You know this. It's paining you. It's confusing to you, but you know this. You're doing a really good job at trying to stay in a healthy space, bring yourself some good energy. But at the same time, I do feel like there is still this desire for the person. But there's not going to be forward movement. You know? Scorpio and Sagittarius, Knight of Wands in reverse. Scorpio is about transformation because it's ruled by Pluto, right? So it's like something ends, but there's not going to be this new beginning for you guys to be able to move forward in a way, you know, like that Sagittarius with luck and expansion kind of thing, because it's ruled by Jupiter. But something about this connection was very challenging to your integrity, Capricorn. And you know that. But you're still having a hard time extricating yourself from the energy. So this could be a business partnership. This could be something that went on at work. This could be a friendship, a family situation, an intimate relationship. But something messed with your integrity here. And because the Knight of Wands because it's a Sagittarius. Sagittarius is about integrity, right? It's a value system. And it's about, you know, moving forward with integrity. You're not moving forward with integrity, right? You're recognizing that something really worked at cross purposes with you. But I like that you're the Ten of Coins. There's such an element of honesty here that you're going through. And a huge energy of, you're going to be doing a lot of, I don't want to say that. a lot of reminiscing. There's going to be a lot of reminiscing in this energy. Don't be surprised if your dreams are all over the map. For those of you who don't remember your dreams, you may be finding that you're remembering them a lot right now. I'll tell you guys a crazy situation that happened. I don't normally like share stuff, whatever, like personal stuff, whatever. But you know, I have very vivid dreams, and it's the symbolism in my dreams. It's off the chain, off the hook. And I had a dream 3 nights in a row of somebody who I used to be at one point very close with, and them having these very bumpy kind of red, like violent looking rashes, like a rash on his face and on his shoulders. And 3 consecutive nights, and I kept trying to go after him on the street. Are you okay? Are you okay? And he wasn't turning around. He wasn't answering him. And then I followed him into the DMV, of all places, and he just sat down and looked at me, and he started crying, and blood started coming out of his eyes. Very, very disturbing. So I ended up reaching out to him, and he has COVID, and he is not doing well. So, and rash in the symbolism of it is an illness, you know, and it's almost like a violent illness. It's with the blood, it's like coming from the inside out, and the DMV represents like this transitioning, this moving. So, you know, keeping him in my prayers. We've lost so many people that we know, and just crazy though how the dreams go. So I can only look into the symbolism of something, right? If you are having a lot of dreams, hopefully you don't have a dream like that. And how crazy is that, right? I just knew that he was sick. It's tough. It's a tough go if you live in Manhattan, right? It's where everybody's right on top of each other. Okay. Back to your relationship read here. Relationship. So we have playfulness, twin flames. Okay, I'm going to pass from this life. Oh, let's pull the cards and then we'll do. Oh, it's interesting. We got that. So for those of you who resonated with the cross, this could be additional messages, or this could be totally separate if you resonated more the cross as with your job, right? So let's see what we get. 9 of Swords, 6 of Swords, fairness, justice. So we have playfulness. Laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together, and remember, love is the greatest healer. Very nice. Then in this row, we have cassette, outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. And then we have, it's time for a new cycle with updated thinking and a fresh mindset. And 9 of Swords is you being very trapped in your mind, right? This is the 3 a.m. card. It can be anxiety, some depression. You're just trying to really figure out a new way forward for yourself. A new way forward in this relationship. Just a new way forward. Twin flames, self-explanatory. Sword and Rose. Clarity, truth, revelation, solidarity, protection, power. So some sort of truth is hitting a situation. Let's forget all this heavy stuff for one night and just have some fun. We have that with the playfulness card. But then we have the 6 of Swords energy. Recognizing that a situation here in this relationship is toxic, and you moving away from it, even if only in your mind and even if only temporarily. This is a minor arcana, but I do feel this sense of moving away. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. We have healing heart. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Boundary issues are a problem, but this doesn't mean I don't love you. And then we have justice. This is all about what's fair. This is a Libra energy. Libra rules the 7th house of relationships. This is about needing to get in touch with what's happening in this connection. It is indicated here that we have this twin flame connection here, but there's a lot of truth that's not being shared. There's a lot of hurt here that needs addressing. There's going to be this pull to just like let it all go and have a good time. So that could be an energy of sort of not addressing the 500-pound elephant in the room kind of thing. 5,000-pound elephant, whatever it is. But we have 2 consecutive cards about it's time to change the way you're thinking. And then to have that with the 3 a.m. card here, the 9 of Sword energy. So there's time to change. If this relationship is going to work, all right, the 9 of Swords is a Mars in Gemini. Mars rules Aries. Aries is all about a fresh perspective. Gemini being ruled by Mercury, it's about transitioning. So in order for you to transition forward, you have to have a fresh perspective, a new way of thinking, in order for you guys to be able to move forward. And I feel like you're leaving the toxicity. You're leaving the toxicity and you're moving towards a more fair space. I mean, I see this working out. So I feel like this is going to be like a different reading than from the Celtic Cross. So this is probably going to be for a different set of Capricorns. But I feel like at least for the moment, something's going to come to light. I feel like you guys are going to, give it a go again. You're going to really try to heal this. And you're going to try to find fairness, and you're going to try to find compromise. You're going to try to address the toxicity, and you're going to try to put things in perspective and focus on what really matters. Will you be able to really do that? I'm not seeing that. I'm just seeing that this is going to be some sort of cycle that's going to be happening in the middle of May for you guys. Yeah, so we'll see. We'll check in the week after and see what's going on there. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys stay safe and healthy. And until next time, bye-bye.